Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chitchats and Crowns. My name is Melly, and I am here to answer all questions about manifestation and how to manifest your dream life for free on Discord. Anyway, guys, how are you? I'm doing way better, getting over the flu finally. Um, I spent most of the day yesterday working on paperwork that I need to give my accountant for my taxes. And I have to say, 2025 was a real blessing in my income. It like skyrocketed my income. And I worked a lot less in 2025 than what I worked in other years. So really goes to show that the hustle mentality is a lie. You can work less and make more. So yeah, I'm really, when I looked at the numbers of what I made last year, I'm like really shocked, to be honest, because I worked so much less last year. So I worked like so little, and I made way more money than when I was working 60 hours a week, killing myself, stressed out at a job that I didn't like. So yeah, it's amazing what identity change and your mindset could do when you're no longer stuck obeying the limiting beliefs that you grew up with and you just let them go. It's really cool, to be honest. About 40 minutes, you guys. So you can start asking your questions because as soon as I get to my destination, because I have to go see a client right now, I have to hang up. Let's see. Tomorrow is my interview for a job. Oh, good. Congratulations. You already got it. That's how you have to see it. I already have it. I already have it. I already have it. They love me. They love how I interview. I am the perfect candidate for them. They love me so much. The job is perfect for me. The job is so great. Now, if you don't get the job, it's not a big deal. It just means that your subconscious has something better lined up for you. But my suggestion is, if you can during the day today, start listening to Rampages or to subliminals. I would suggest Rampages because I think it's good to hear the affirmations. Not that subliminals don't work. I love subliminals too, but I think Rampages are good when you're going about your day. If you're going to bed in a subliminal because you don't want to get interrupted in your sleep. But if you're not going to bed and you're just like walking around during your day, do a rampage that has to do with I already have the job. I love my dream job. High Frequency Guru has a bunch about dream jobs or jobs or passing interviews. So I would suggest listening to that so that way you can get energy, like feel that energy of you already like acing the interview. That's my suggestion. That's what I would be doing. Like if I had to interview, I would be listening to rampages that have to do with like I already have the job. Hi Melly, how are you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? Hi, will the recordings be posted on YouTube? I end up missing many lives because of time zone difference. Like it's either very late in night or early in the morning in my country. Hi Ashley. Yeah, I'm gonna start posting them because it looks like I was able to download the last recording. It's just that like I get so busy. I get so busy that I just don't get the time to like just sit down and edit. So what I'm going to do is just post it as it is and not worry about editing. Just like post it as it is and put a picture in there and post the video because I can do that. But if I sit there and edit for 2 hours, it's too much for me. Like I don't have the time. I will eventually start hiring probably people later on to just do the editing for me and do nice videos. But right now, I think I'm just going to just like post it as it is, kind of like a podcast kind of thing, and just like send it out into YouTube. Because usually I spend time like removing the dead air. Sometimes if I'm like getting out of like doing something and like there's a lot of silence, I try to edit that. Sometimes I try to put like nice videos, like stock videos, so that, like there could be some storytelling or stuff, something like that. But like now I'm just gonna like just because I don't have time. And if I do that, it's just gonna take me long to post one video. I'm doing good. How do I know if EFT tapping is working? You'll know when you don't feel anything about the limiting belief you just tapped out. So like let's say if I was tapping about a third party because third party bothered me. Let me give you an example. Let's say I am tapping because I saw a picture of my SP with a third party and that made me feel like I'm not worthy enough or like I'm not chosen. And that's my limiting belief. I'm never chosen. I'm always abandoned. I feel like crap because I don't feel like people respect me or like people love me, right? Like let's say like that. And I start to tap out the limiting beliefs about that. So let's say I start to tap, even though the karate chop would be like, even though I went out looking for, let's say I did it on purpose. So I feel guilty also. Not only do I feel abandoned, not only do I feel not chosen, not only do I not feel worthy, but let's say now I'm feeling guilty and ashamed because I went looking to check the 3D. I went to look at his profile because I wanted to see proof that he is choosing me. So now I'm feeling guilty too. So I have all of that shit inside of me. I feel like crap. So I start to think, okay, from what level, 1 to 10, how do I feel about this situation, about these circumstances, about these limiting beliefs? And let's say I on the scale, I feel like an 8 or a 9. That's very high. I feel I feel very uncomfortable. I feel the discomfort in my body. My stomach is in a knot. My heart hurts. So I would say 8 or a 9. So then I start tapping, and let's say karate chop would be, even though I went out looking for proof that my SP is choosing me, and then I ended up finding out he's still with third party, and it made me feel like crap. I deeply love and honor and respect myself. Even though my SP is still looking like he's happy with the third party, and now I feel sad, I deeply honor, love, and respect myself. Even though I went out looking for proof, and now I feel like I sabotaged my manifestation and I delayed my manifestation, I deeply, truly love and honor and respect myself. So let's say those are my karate chop points, and then I start to uh, tap on my other points. I feel horrible because I know I shouldn't have gone to Instagram to look at what he's doing, but I went and did it anyway. This feeling of being replaced by someone else, this feeling that this girl is better than me, this feeling that um, my manifestation is never going to happen, this feeling of I've been trying so hard, and because I've been trying so hard, it feels like I've gotten nowhere. I feel horrible. I feel horrible that um, other people get their manifestation faster than me. So I start tapping on all of those limiting beliefs, and then I tap in the new ones. So after the session, you ask yourself, okay, what level of discomfort am I in? Then you see if you feel a lot better, and you go like, well, yeah, now I feel like a 6. I don't feel that bad anymore. I feel pretty good, but I'm still not there yet. So if you want, you could do another session of the same things for the second time, and then you ask yourself, okay, where am I feeling now? Where in my body is it feeling discomfort? Oh, well, I don't feel the knot in my chest anymore, or I don't feel the knot in my stomach anymore. Okay, then you're down to a 3. You can wait until the next day to do another session. By the other session, you ask yourself, okay, how do I feel about all of this? You should not feel any emotion towards that subject. You should feel okay. You shouldn't feel like, oh, I'm super happy. No, but you won't feel an emotional charge towards the subject and towards the limiting beliefs and fears that you were tapping on. So you no longer feel the fear. of what you were tapping on. You no longer feel the discomfort of what you were tapping on. And you shouldn't feel the knot in your stomach anymore. You shouldn't feel the pain in your heart anymore. That's when you know EFT is working. Because EFT is meant to remove the emotional charge of your fears and your limiting beliefs, and it's meant to uninstall them, and it's meant to install the new beliefs that you want. So you're supposed to feel absolutely no more discomfort in your body, and you should no longer feel like shit. Because when you do EFT, you're feeling like shit. That's the whole point of EFT, is to regulate your nervous system and to uninstall and install new beliefs. Does that make sense? It's absolutely fine if you post it as it is. It's only your teachings I like to come back to. Okay, perfect. Yeah, sometimes I get like, oh my gosh, I should make nicer videos, but I just don't have the time. Hello. While manifesting, I've noticed something about the way I affirm. When I affirm, I tell myself that it had already happened, that it is happening now. However, unintentionally, I seem to place my energy or focus on it happening at some point in the future rather than the present. Then you're kind of contradicting yourself there, because the energy is really what matters the most, to be honest. I think this happens because it feels mentally safer or more logical to me, since the desire hasn't yet shown up in my 3D reality. Remember, we can't go by logic, though. Don't go by logic. We're not, law of assumptions. Not, it's common sense, but I don't think we don't go by the rules of of like what we've been taught, if that makes sense. My mind is fully accepting that it's already happened. Then that's why, I mean, if has it worked for you though? That I want to ask that. Like, if for you it doesn't work to say it has already happened, has that worked for you though? Because I can tell you all day long it's not gonna work, because the whole point is being in the wish fulfilled is not knowing that, it's not thinking like, oh my gosh, I have it right here in my hand, but it's a certainty that it is happening, period. Like there's no one to shake you, because it's like you order something and there's no fucking way you know you're not gonna get it. So by subconsciously putting it in the future, I avoid the frustration of having to reconcile my affirmations with what I can currently see. As a result, I feel like I'm constantly putting my manifestation in a waiting state. There you go. That was my question. Has it worked for you though? Even when I repeat affirmations, my mind keeps asking, if it has already happened, then where is it? It's not really your mind, it's really more of a decision. I wanna get that clear, because I think people think that their mind has some control over you, and it really doesn't. I think once you start to realize that your mind has no, I think people think that their mind is there to sabotage them, and they see their mind as an enemy, or they see their subconscious as an enemy, and it's not your enemy, it's your fucking servant, you guys. It's your servant. And when you start seeing it as your servant and you start to put yourself as the fucking boss, you're gonna notice that you can tell your mind to do whatever the fuck you need it to do. When I try to visualize or return to the image of what I want to manifest, I still struggle to truly hold the feeling that it is done. I want to understand how to break this cycle, how to stop placing my desire in the future, instead of genuinely embody the state of having already happened, without constantly seeking validation from my 3D reality. It's because I feel you have the issue that a lot of the people I coach have. They think that their mind has some powerful control over them, and like their mind is separate from them. Like, oh my gosh, Melly, like I cannot get my mind to do X, Y, and Z. I cannot get my mind to listen to what I have to say. That is so not fucking true. The problem is because you have ran on autopilot for so fucking long, and you have these limiting beliefs running in the background. These limiting beliefs running in the background, they take over you. That's your identity. Your identity is someone who does not believe that the law of assumption works, or that you need to see it to believe it, because that's what you have been taught this whole freaking time. And so It's running in the background. It's running as your identity. So not only do you think that way, but you act that way. And your mind has been your servant for so long. It is not separate from you. It is not something that's trying to sabotage you. It is not there to not listen to you. Your mind, your subconscious, your higher self is a servant. It's listening to everything that you're ordering and it's giving it to you. So obviously, yes, you are in waiting mode. You're like, you're contradicting yourself. This is why some affirmations don't fucking work. Because if a program, here's the thing. Let's say you go to, it's kind of like you going to a website, but you have another software running in the background, and that software is telling you, no, you cannot go to this website. It has a firewall, and it's not letting you. So your affirmations are stopped by the firewall because your belief that's running in the background, which is that software, it's a lot stronger than your affirmation. And your identity, whoever you're assuming you are, let's say you're assuming like, well, I'm a mid manifester. I'm a mid manifester, just like I'm not a great manifester. I'm pretty new at this. I'm just a beginner, which is so fucking not true. You're not a beginner manifester. You've been manifesting your whole fucking life. You do not need to become a better manifester. You have always been the perfect manifester. But because you have an identity that you're running with, saying that I'm a mid manifester and I still need to have a lot more to learn and have a lot more to heal, you're running in that identity that has to block every single affirmation that you're saying. So you need to install a new identity, you need to install new beliefs, but most identity, because the beliefs come after. Like after you install the identity of like, you know what, I am no longer seeing myself as a mid manifestor, as like someone that still needs a lot to learn. I am already the person who manifests quickly because I've always been manifesting. Even if I manifested unconsciously things that I don't want, I am now the person who just manifests everything instantly. Because why? Because creation is already finished. Creation already exists. So all I am doing is aligning myself to the reality where I have what I want. And all I need to say is I am that person who already has what they want. But Melly, I don't believe it. But Melly, I want to see it. Melly, I can. Okay. Then what beliefs do you have that are not letting you get to that point? Well, I am the type of person that I can't believe something unless I see it. Well, I'm the type of person that I don't believe in faith. I just don't have faith. Well, I'm a person that's been taught that science is exactly what rules everything, and faith is just some woo woo shit. Or like I don't I don't think that I'm capable of believing something that I cannot see. I believe that everything is not as easy for me as it is for other people when it comes to manifestation. Or I believe that I need to heal X and X, Y, and Z, and I need to heal 1,000 things before I can get my manifestation. Or I believe I need to know the exact formula and exact routine to get what I want. So all of those limiting beliefs, once you know what those limiting beliefs are, you can EFT tap them. You can tap them out. If I'm having trouble staying in the wish fulfilled, and I am having trouble thinking as if I am someone who already has it, if I am having trouble feeling it done, then I am going to do an EFT tapping to remove those limiting beliefs. Even though I don't believe this is going to happen for me, because I need proof to see it to believe it, and that's only pushing away my desire. I truly love and accept myself. This feeling of that I can't get things done because your nervous system is fucked up at that point because you're contradicting yourself, so you're constantly feeling like you're fighting with yourself. You feel like you're fighting with your mind. So I would tap that out. I don't fight my mind. My mind's always listening to me. My mind is obedient to me. My mind is subservient to me. I only think good thoughts. I never think negative thoughts. I always think as if I already have it. I always act as if I already have it. I am always in the right identity. So when I'm tapping those things in, I'm going to start to feel like, damn, that is true. I can do that. It's possible. And I do as many sessions as I need. I usually don't need more than 3 sessions. Then once my nervous system feels safe to believe in all of these things that I don't believe in, or that I didn't believe in and that made me feel uncomfortable, I'm going to start to notice that these affirmations that I do now feel real. They feel more acceptable. Because what is the law of assumption but just placing an order and you having the certainty that because you placed the order, because you even said it just once, I am in a harmonious, beautiful relationship with SP. I am someone who makes $100,000 a month now. I am someone who makes $10,000 a month now in income in the easiest way possible with little work as possible. I am someone who has her dream job. That dream job is blah, 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 blah. That just because I say it once, the seed has already been planted and I don't even need to continue affirming it because I already know it's done. Because I already placed the order. If I just say it once with conviction, I know I already have it. I don't need to do more. I already planted the seed. I could go about my life. And now I need to act and think as if I'm that person who already has it. And I have the conviction that it's done. Why? Because assumption is like placing an order. You place the order and you fucking leave it alone. You don't call the delivery person to tell it what it's going to do, where it's going to drive it to. You just know it's done. That's certainty. It's knowing you place the order and you're done. You go about your day. And the more you notice that it's not there yet, the longer the driver takes, because that's just how it is. When we notice the lack, it takes a lot longer. So the lag you feel and the delay you feel is proportionate to how much you're noticing it's not there. It's proportionate to you thinking, how much more do I need to do to get this? It's proportionate to you focusing on it so much and not being present enough in your day-to-day life to accept that it's done, that you have nothing to worry about. Because when you're out busy doing things that you love, doing things that make you happy, you don't pay attention to, oh my gosh, my order's not here yet. In fact, when you're out there living your life, enjoying what you have right now, let's say you're not making $10,000 a month, you're not making $20,000 a month, which is the seed that you planted, but you're out there making $4,000 and you're doing whatever you can with those $4,000 or those $3,000 a month. And you're doing what you can, but you're still grateful and you're still out there having fun and being present. You're doing the best that you can with what you have. And you're out there enjoying yourself, or you're out there at least, paying, like really being present to what you're doing right now. You notice that your deliveries get there faster because you're not paying attention and you're not getting in the way of that delivery. You're not getting in the way of that energy. You're letting it flow. You're trusting and you're like, it's done. I already have it. I don't need to do more. It's good. That's certainty. When we get stuck in the, oh, what else do I need to do? What else do I need to heal? What else do I need to affirm? Let me think more about my situation. Let me think more about this. Let me think more about this. You really should not be thinking about your desire 24/7, because there comes a lag or it's a slippery slope of you thinking I don't have it. When you're constantly thinking about the desire, there's a chance you will focus on lack. So really, you should desire during the day. You should just be at night. You can do like a 30-second scene of you already having it. And during the day, sure, maybe at lunchtime or whenever you're like feeling like you're relaxed, you can think about the desire and then go back to doing what you were doing. Go back to having a life. Because if you want to manifest faster, you need to be present. Not constantly thinking like, am I doing everything right? Is this working? What if I need to do more? I just read a post that said that I should be drinking water that is infused with my intentions. And I thought, maybe I should do that. Maybe that's why my manifestation is not working. It's a slippery slope. If you are not able to trust yourself and trust that the order is done. Certainty is feeling is the secret. That is what Neville said about feeling is the secret. It's knowing that it's done. That's the secret. Knowing that it's done. It's not feel excited, feel happy. It's not let me think about my desire, let me think about what more I need to do in order to get it. He never said any of that stuff. Abdullah said he slammed the door because he was getting tired of Neville's shit, and it was like, you're in fucking Barbados. Like, how many more fucking times do I need to tell you? You're in Barbados, go live your life, let shit happen to you. That's how Neville saw it. That's how Neville was taught, Abdullah. So you need to live your life. You need to accept that the order is placed and just live your life. It's done. You don't need to constantly be checking, like, what else do I need to do? Like, am I doing it right? All of that is what causes the little delays. I've been manifesting my SP and feel a little impatient lately. I keep telling myself everything will work out and try to have faith. Any advice to overcome this? Is pretty much what I said to the last person. You just know the order is done. Like, there's nothing more you can do. Like, what else is there other than you're in Barbados? You are there already. Like, let your subconscious work. There is nothing more for you to do than say, I am already the person who has this, period. There is no more. There's no more. You can't do more. Like, there's nothing. All you can do is adopt the identity of someone who already has it. So what is that? Am I thinking and acting like the person who already has it? Would the person who already has it be impatient? Of course not. They would be living their life, because guess what? Even if your SP does come back, you still have to live your life. Even if your SP comes back, you still have to work. Even if your SP comes back, you still have to have your hobbies. So even if your SP were to do all that, they're not going to be stuck at the hip with you to make your life any different. You're probably going to go out on dates. Yes, you're probably going to be told certain things. Yeah, you're probably going to text each other. That's all that's going to change. But major changes in your life, there's not going to be any. So what do? You live your life as if you were already the person who's with SP, trusting that it's done. It's done. It's done. I don't need to do more. I already have it. I don't need to give directions to my subconscious of how to do it or when to do it. I just have the certainty that it's going to happen. I don't need to get in the way. Let me be present. Let me do what I need to do today. Let me be fully present. Let me be fully in enjoyment and following my highest excitement for today. Let me follow my highest. What does my highest excitement tell me to do today? Well, my highest excitement is telling me that I should go to the park, but I have to go to work. But my highest excitement is telling me to go to the park. Maybe I should call off. It doesn't hurt if I call off. You call off, you go to the park. And what happens when you follow your highest excitement, when you're just being present and you're not thinking of like, oh my gosh, like I should go to work and think about my SP and think about and affirm like 10,000 times, because that's what I would need to do. It's not about what do I need to do. It's about what feels good doing for me today that's going to keep me in my highest excitement for today. So you go and you go to the park and you realize that your SP is at the park and they see you and your SP is like, yo, what are you doing here? And you're like, I don't know. I just felt like coming to the park. I thought you were working. I was supposed to, but I took the day off. And then you hit it off from there. You follow your highest excitement. When you follow your highest excitement and you're not constantly thinking like, oh my gosh, today logically I have to do this and this and this, even though I don't want to. And I have to do this because I have to affirm even though I don't want to. Listen to my subliminal and my rampage, but even though I don't want to and it doesn't feel good, but I'm still going to do it because if not, I'm not going to get it. And then later on today, I probably will do, I probably am going to think about my SP, and I'm going to try not to think about him, but wait, maybe I shouldn't, because then I'm going to want to look at his Instagram and maybe he's going to be with a third party and maybe I don't want to do that. And maybe see how you'll spend hours thinking about what you shouldn't be doing, focusing on the lack of what you don't have, rather than being present and following your highest excitement for the day. And all you get with that is disappointment. All you get with that is maybe it's not going to happen. So what happens when you start to think like, I'm impatient and nothing's moving, nothing's happening? You start to act like someone who doesn't have it. So you start to spiral even more and cycle more on the things that you don't have. Maybe I'm not doing something right. Maybe I need to go look at another coach. Maybe I go need to look on YouTube and see what am I doing wrong. Maybe I go need to ask, what am I doing wrong? Maybe I go need to see at Reddit and see if a post will tell me what affirmation I should do. So instead of now enjoying your highest excitement and enjoying the possibilities of your subconscious bringing you closer to what you want, you're now stuck in a cycle of lack. And focusing more on what you don't have, you start to act like you don't have it, because people that continue to look for more and more and more knowledge and continue to see what else can they do because they feel like they're doing stuff wrong, they're never living on their highest excitement. They are never being present. They are constantly thinking, what am I doing wrong? Maybe I need to change this. Maybe I need to tweak this. Maybe I need to heal this. So you're constantly thinking about what to fix. So you're going to constantly find things that you need to fix. And it's never going to get there. It's never going to get there. You're going to stay stuck and you're going to see no movement, or you get little movement, but then you go backwards and you're like, I don't want to lose this. I already got movement. I don't want to lose this. What do I do to not lose this? And you go and you start like, okay, let me go look at this. Let me see what a person did that I need to do in order for me to not lose this, because I don't want to lose this. I'm so afraid. And all of a sudden you're in the energy of lack again, which what happens? Makes you lose the movement, makes you lose the momentum. No longer in your highest excitement. Now you're in desperation. Now you are in lack mode again. It's a very slippery slope. You have one job: to think that you already have it and to live your life. Like really live on your highest excitement. You should be living your life as if you're already satisfied with what you have, but it would be nice to have X, Y, and Z. It would be nice that your SP shows up and starts to be romantic with you. It would be nice, but you don't need it. You don't need it because that's not needed for you to be happy, fulfilled, and whole right now. Your life is so good. You don't need those $10,000 a month. It would be nice. It would be nice to have $20,000 a month. But right now you're living on your highest excitement and you're doing things that are very exciting already and they're really cool. And you feel very good about it, but it would be nice to have the $20,000. That's how the desire should feel. It should not feel like, okay, I can't start my life. I can't start having fun. I can't start doing anything until my SP shows up. Once my SP texts me hi, I'm gonna start then paying attention to something else. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. Oh, I'm gonna start achieving my goals once I'm making those $10,000. Because then I'm gonna be able to live the life that I want to live. Then I'm gonna be able to have some free time. Then I'm gonna be able to go to the gym because I'm gonna have more time. No, start making time for the gym right now. No, start taking some days off right now and enjoy your days off. You need to live as if you're already as if you're already that person. Your manifestations should feel like an addition. They should not feel like something that, if I don't have this, I'm just not happy. That thing that I'm manifesting, that will make me happy. You're not gonna be happy once you get it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Your SP is not gonna come and fix how you're feeling about yourself right now. Your SP is not gonna fix the fact that you feel lonely. If you're lonely right now, you're gonna feel 10 times as lonely with your SP, because you're gonna be like, I have a person with me, and this person showed up, and I feel even lonelier than when I was actually lonely. At least when I was lonely, but this person makes me feel even more lonely, because that's exactly what happened. Then your SP doesn't become enough for you, and then you want to blame it on them. My SP's just not doing enough. He's not texting me enough. He's leaving me on red. It makes me feel so lonely. My SP's always busy. Yeah, because you are that. Yes, your identity. Your identity is loneliness, and your SP is not going to change shit about that. If you don't feel loved right now, if you don't feel like you love yourself right now, your SP is not going to change that either. They can tell you they love you, and you still won't believe it. You won't believe it. You won't believe that they love you. So your manifestations, you feeling abundant, is not going to change by you making $10,000 $10,000 a month, or $20,000 a month, or $100,000 a month. If you don't feel abundant right now, and you don't feel safe with money right now, when you have those $20,000 or $100,000 a month, if you do not feel safe with wealth and money right now, you're going to sabotage it because you won't know how to keep those $20,000, $100,000 a month. You're going to fear losing that money, which is going to make you lose the money anyway. You're going to be stuck in a loop of like, how do I maintain this money? What if I don't get my clients anymore? What if this person doesn't give me that money anymore? What if I don't have, you're going to start in that loop and you're going to lose the money. You're going to lose that you manifest. And I'm telling you, everything is from within. Identity change. If your identity is someone who is secure in money, who feels safe handling tons of money, who feels safe handling $20,000 a month, $100,000 a month, who feels safe, who feels successful no matter what they do, they are going to be successful no matter what. They are going to be able to handle the money that comes in. It's identity work. If I am someone who feels not enough, if I am someone who feels like I have to heal a million things before I get X, Y, and Z, I have to be a person that feels like they're impatient. You're gonna be that person, and you're gonna get proof of that. You are going to get proof of whatever you say that you are, because we do not get what we wish. We do not get what we want. We get who we are being. So it's all about identity. You get who you are. That's all it is. And no manifestation that you get is going to make you feel any better if you feel like shit right now. I'm telling you that right now. Your SP is not going to come and fix your life. $10,000 is not going to fix your life. You need to feel like your life is good already. So you need to make that happen yourself. Not the manifestation. It's not going to come and fix your life. Trust me. How to deal with the 3D. For example, when I'm talking to 3P, I feel bad. Although I flip that he is telling her that he loves me so much, he can't live without me. Is that enough? It depends on how you're feeling, because thought plus emotion is what usually manifests. When you're feeling very strongly about something and then you're also thinking about it, you're going to get more proof of that. So if I feel terrible seeing my SP talking to a third party, and then I have the emotion of disgust, or like I feel like sad, or all of that, that ends up fueling the thought. So it really depends on like if you feel unbothered by it. If you feel bothered by it, if you see the third party and them talking and you're like, it's just right now. That is a representation of my old assumptions. And it's something I created. So it doesn't bother me. And if it doesn't bother you and you feel like, I don't care. I don't care right now. If you don't care, then you know you're doing it right. Then you know your source. And then you know like, oh, right now this is showing up in my reality because this is what I created from my assumptions of a long time ago. It's an echo. So I don't care. I just know for a fact that my SP loves being with me. And the more he talks to her or him or whatever, whoever the third party is, the more they talk to them, the more they realize they want to be with me. And if that feels like certainty to you, then that is what's going to get you your desire. The certainty of you feeling that way. Like it's done. Like, yeah, it bothers me, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care. It's just an echo of my old assumptions. That's all it is. I have nothing to worry about. Hold on, guys. I have to buy something. Give me 1 second. Write your questions. I'm gonna take one or two more questions because I'm already getting to where I need to be. So I'm just gonna take one or two questions. So send your question right now. I just gotta buy something real quick though. I'm gonna put you guys on mute. Send your questions, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Let me see. Okay, thank you, Belly. Love you so much. Your answers always make me feel so powerful. Okay, I'm glad. So nobody has any questions, right? All right then, guys. I'm gonna head out because I'm already where I need to be. Hopefully I'll do another live very soon. Just keep your questions, keep posted. Check your live updates. Make sure you have notifications for that so you guys get notified when I do the lives. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.